Fill her home with beauty this Mother's Day. Take 20% off a Pura Smart Home Fragrance Diffuser for a limited time. The perfect gift for every kind of mom or mother figure. Shop now at Pura.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shade Reality. This is Anne, and I'm here with Marie. Hi, Marie.
Hello.
What's going on? Anything new and
Not
exciting?
too much. No, it's been gorgeous here. We've had like summer-like weather, so that's exciting for us because it's been miserable up until this week.
But then I think on Monday it's supposed to go like drop down to 49 degrees.
No, we're not going to say that. I'm very happy about it being hot. We put our air conditioner in our bedroom last night. Because we have
so did we.
Window units. Yeah, and it was like too hot. I was like, we have to.
I know I had to have Skylar go in and put my air conditioner in at work at the salon. Oh my God, sorry.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't get comfortable. Because it gets so freaking hot in there. Like the sun just like beats in the window, and it was like the first day that it was hot, I looked, and I was done with work by noon that day for whatever reason, and it was already up to like 74 degrees in there. And I was like, this cannot happen. So yeah. And I hate air conditioning. Like, I am more of like open your window kind of girl. Like, I hate being cold.
Me too. But it was too hot to sleep last night.
Yeah. I don't like being hot when I'm sleeping. I do not have any news. I feel like we kind of covered it all with your episode. Do you have anything? Oh, the only thing that I saw, and this is not really any news, but I saw that Kristen is doing like a promotion or whatever. She must be sponsoring one of those like weight loss drugs. And for her losing like baby weight or whatever. That popped up on my Instagram yesterday, and I saw that. But other than that, I got nothing.
We talked about it before we got on, but we can say we did look up Gooch, and it is the area between, it says it's a slang term for the perineum, the small sensitive patch of skin located between the anus and the genitals, either the scrotum or the vulva. So between the two holes. So that is your Gooch. But growing up, funny because we called our vaginas the Gooch. Our Gooch.
A Gucci. Yeah. And we always thought that our grandmother came up with that. Like, because that's what she would say, your Gooch or whatever. And then like, I said that to my kids, and like that's what they would call it. And I remember someone being like, thinking that we were naming our vagina after like a Gucci bag. And I'm like, no. Has nothing to do with the designer handbag. But that's crazy.
We didn't even know who Gucci was when we were young.
No. Yeah. But it was like one of the girls, for whatever reason, said my Gucci or my Gooch or whatever. And someone was like, you have your kids call their vagina like named after a designer handbag? And I was like, no. That is not it. Oh, God. So. All right, well, I guess I'll get started because I don't got anything else. So this is The Valley, Season 3, Episode 2, Snip Snip. So they're at Kristen and Luke's house, and they're just talking about how Michelle and Tom were flirting, which I don't think that they were actually really flirting. I mean, like, maybe Tom was trying to flirt with Michelle, but I think that Michelle was just being, like, very friendly and nice. Which I think that they're going to be, like, cute friends. I can't see them being, like, in a relationship, but I feel like they can't either. Well together. No. Mm-hmm. So Kristen briefly talks about, Lala having the first birthday party for her daughter. And I guess Lala brought up to Kristen that Janet's coming, and Kristen just says, like, she doesn't care and that she doesn't need to talk to her. You know, like, I feel like both Nia and Kristen are on the same page and are like, Janet's dead to us. We're not her friend. You know, like, she can be around and it's not going to bother us at all. I think it's more a Janet thing than anything.
I do too.
That is bothering
would like
Janet
to hear
more
Kristen's.
than... Go ahead.
I would like to hear Kristen's perception of what happened at the pool party, because she may have just made a tiny comment like, oh God, she's here, or she showed up, you know, and Janet's the one who made it a big thing.
Like blowing it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Luke is asking Kristen if she would rather them have a date night in at their house and send the baby to Brittany's, or have someone come to their house and, you know, them go out on a date night. You know, and we briefly talked about this on your episode, but I'm like, men are so different than women. Like, I am 100% on Kristen's side, and she's like, no. Like, I'm not ready to leave her.
Neither of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why are you pushing it so bad? And I mean, like, their baby is so tiny. Have your date night while she's napping. Like, the baby sleeps so much. I don't even get why they need to. I think his thing is, like, he's so used to that life of go, going to dinners, you know, going out to the bar, to now they're doing nothing. They're staying at home with their baby. Yeah. Like, I don't know what he thought was going to happen. And I said, it's not like they had a baby
at 20. Like, they're both older. You know what I mean?
And I said, I can't even remember how old Jersey was, but I remember the first time that Skylar and I went out. It wasn't, I wouldn't even say it was a date night, and I felt like we were pushed into doing it. Like, I remember his aunt, and she's just like, you guys need to go out. You know what I mean? Like, have someone watch Jersey for you and, like, go out to dinner, go to the bar, whatever. And I mean, because we were 20, 22, 23 years old, and I mean, that's what everyone was doing, going to the freaking bar. So we did, and I remember the moment that we walked into this one bar everyone went to, and it was like my favorite place to hang out and, you know, get drunk. But I was like, over that point in my life, I remember looking at Skylar and I was like, I want to go home. Like, this is not even fun or exciting to me anymore, and I'm just over it. So Luke he says, you know, like, I'd really like to start moving forward to get back into our old sex life. The camera shows then one of the dogs, like, humping a toy, and then it goes to the other dogs, and the other dog's, like, licking the other dog. And it's like, that is the only, like, sex and, like, romance that's happening in that house right now. The dog's getting all the love. But Kristen's like, I hate that idea, actually. And she's just like, I just pushed a baby out of my vagina, and I'm just not feeling sex right now. And it's like, give her that time, you know? Like, go use your freaking hand, Luke. Seriously.
I know.
I would love.
I don't understand what is so hard about men just, like, taking care of it if it's that big of a deal to you. Just get it done.
Yeah. Men are animals.
They are animals.
Zach is at Brittany's, and she was cleaning up Cruz's. She has, like, a full-on sensory room for him. So I guess, like, where he goes to therapy, there's a room that's like this, and she pretty much, like, replicated this entire room, which is, it's freaking cool. Like,
there was a lot
in there, But when Cruz sees Zach, he goes over to him and gives him this, like, big hug, and it sounds like he says Zach, and Brittany gets so excited.
Yes.
Which I love that. And you, again, like, I know you said it, but you can see such a difference in this little boy. Brittany says that Cruz is, like, super social and wants everyone to pick him up. And, you know, she says a lot of it's from Jack's negative energy, like, just not being around anymore.
Yeah.
Which I'm wondering what their custody is like. You know, like, does he get Cruz by himself? Like, what is happening? I can't even see Cruz wanting to be away from Brittany. You know what I mean? Like, him just being with Jax. I don't know.
It wasn't. I know he had to have supervised visits, I think, with, like, the nanny or whatever, like, when the last season. So I bet like, he doesn't do overnights or anything. Like, he might literally just, like, pick him up periodically to, like, go have a meal or, like, meet at the park. Or I mean, I have no clue. I'm speculating, but that's my guess. I don't think Jax would even know how to parent. Like, to actually have to take care of him.
Yeah. Like, small little increments. So Brittany asks, Zach's talking about Benji and, like, how in love they are with each other. And, you know, Brittany asks if they want kids. And I guess it's, like, a non-negotiable with Benji. Like, he wants kids. And Zach says that it's not that he doesn't want kids, but he just never saw himself having kids. And he just mentally, like, I guess can't get there.
Yeah.
In confession, they ask Zach if he even likes babies, and he pauses for like 5 seconds and then says, I mean, some of them are cute. Listen.
I feel that 100%.
100%. I'm not a baby fan at all.
Me either.
I could be like, aw, they're cute. I don't need to hold a baby.
Nope.
I don't get that, like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to snuggle this kid. No.
Yeah.
And I also, like, looking back, okay, so when I had my girls, I thought that they were the most beautiful, amazing things that I ever saw. When I
did not think my kids were.
Oh, I did. In the moment, I mean,
I did not.
Totally out of
I remember my husband and I literally being like, "Oh my god, she looks so fucked up. Look at her face in the hospital." Because her nose was, her nose was smashed in. Like, so she was so swollen from being stuck in the birth canal and stuff, and we were like, he's like, that's not what I thought she would look like. And I was like, yeah, she looks pretty fucked up.
So I feel like I was pretty fucked up, like, in that moment. Like, I had epidurals, I was exhausted. I remember looking at them and being like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. But I know Skylar with Jersey, she had a cone head when she came out, and he was terrified. Like, I remember him going and, like, letting our family know that she's, like, was born. They thought something was wrong because he was white as a ghost. They thought he was going to pass out, and they were just like, oh, my God, something's wrong. But I can only imagine what was going through his head. I didn't know because I feel like when they handed me her, they had, like, a hat on her at that point already. Maybe. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But when I now look back at their newborn pictures, I'm like, they were not cute. Both of the girls were super jaundiced. Jersey had, like, a thick head of dark hair, and she looked Mexican. Like,
she did look Mexican. Like, she looked like a different nationality. Yeah, her skin was very, like, dark.
Very dark, yeah. So I only feel like C-section babies are usually, like, that perfect, you know, what you picture cute babies. I feel like most babies that come out of your vagina, like, there's, like, you know, like, marks on their face, and they're not. Yeah,
and their, like, eyes are swollen from having gone through, and, like, their noses are swollen, and their heads are misshaped usually, and But no, I was like, oh, I think I'm supposed to think they're really cute, but, like, I didn't get. Granted, I went through a really, like, traumatic labor, and, like, I don't think, you know how people get they say they get, like, those endorphins, like, how, like, they feel so good then after or whatever, and, like, love. Like, I didn't get that. Like, I think it was because I was in labor for, like, 36 hours, ending in an emergency C-section, and, like, all this crazy shit that happened. Like, my body didn't release that part.
Yeah.
So, like, I did not feel that at all. I was just like, this is an infant I have to take care of. That's all I felt. Like, I didn't feel... I mean, that it sounds terrible, but, like, it's true. Like, I did not immediately fall in love with my baby. I fell in love with her over the next few months, like, but I did not have that, like, my hormones or whatever's supposed to happen didn't happen for me.
No.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Because I cried about it then, because I was like, I wasn't supposed to have kids. I knew I wasn't supposed to. I thought my whole life I wasn't supposed to. And I can't even connect with my fucking baby because I'm a terrible person with zero emotion. And
that would be awful.
It did. It sucked for a long time. It was weeks and weeks before I, like, it, like, all clicked.
Like, oh,
like, I did not have a connection at all. Yeah, it's horrible. Like, to me, it was just like, it could have been anybody's baby that got handed to me. And I would be like, of course I'm going to take care of this baby and do all the things because it's a baby.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not a bad person, but, like, I didn't feel any special connection. Like, it's terrible. But it's just, it is what it is. I think it happens to people all the time.
Say, you're not the only one that I know that has happened to. So Zach brings up Brittany's friend Brandon, who she has been hanging out with and just got back from Cabo. So he's a little worried that it's moving, like, way too fast, and he does have 2 baby mamas. Zach asked her if she sees some of the similarities of Jack's, and Brittany's like, no, not at all. And she immediately puts it together as, like, he's not degrading. He's not a narcissist. And it's like, no, Brittany. Like, it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
So I just feel like Brittany is in her own little, like, la-la land. Like, she normally is, and Zach just wants her, like, taking things slow. Brittany brings up how she has been single for 2 years, and Zach's like, no, you haven't been. He's like, you've been with guy after guy. And he's like, girl, you are in denial.
Her and Jax didn't even break up 2 years ago, did they?
No, they didn't. And when they were on their breaks, Brittany was always hanging out with somebody. So just because she wasn't, like, in a relationship, like, this is my boyfriend, doesn't mean that you've been single.
No.
So then they're at Lala's house, and she's throwing Sosa's first birthday party, and everything looks so freaking adorable. Like, her house is so cute. Like, I would love a house like that. Like, it's small, but not small. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like everything's on one floor. You have the cutest little backyard with an in-ground swimming pool. Not a lot to take care of around the house. Like, that is my dream home.
Yeah.
So she has a lifeguard for the pool, which I feel like is the best idea ever. I think anyone who has a swimming pool, birthday party, there should always be a lifeguard.
Yeah.
She introduces herself and asks him how old he is, which he is 38 years old. Was not expecting that at all.
Who's 38 and lifeguarding birthday parties?
Exactly. And I'm trying not to judge here, but I was like, what are we doing lifeguarding kids' parties at 38? And I mean, maybe it's his second job.
Yeah, it probably happens in LA because he's probably trying to model and does little acting things. So he probably takes a bunch of little jobs
Modeling
to,
at
like,
38,
make
though?
ends meet.
I don't think
He could. I would think he looked like he could. He didn't look 38.
I thought he was
a
lot younger than 38, but I mean...
Okay, maybe he's trying to make it in the music business. Like, you know what I mean? It's LA. Like, he's trying to do something like that, I'm sure. But he still needs to pay rent, so...
Right. Yeah. Lala is crushing on this guy, which, I mean, I think he's cute, but the whole lifeguard thing kind of turns me off. Like, not relationship kind of thing, which is so awful that I said that. So Swartz,
I don't think she's looking for a relationship. She's looking to sleep with someone hot.
Yeah. Schwartz, I feel like I never said his name right. And Lala's friendship, I think, is the cutest. Like,
I do too.
There are moments, and this is where I said, like, I love him. And then there's other moments that I'm like, grow the fuck up. Like, what are you actually doing? But I do feel like these last 2 episodes, I'm loving Schwartz.
I know. I do too.
So Janet and Jason arrive, and I said Janet is skinny. Like, she's skinny. Danny and Nia
and what
show
was she
up.
wearing?
A jumpsuit.
Like,
and
who wears
like
a full-on jumpsuit to a birthday party? Pool party. What a weirdo. Yeah.
I didn't understand that either. Danny and Nia show up, and Janet's on the couch, like 15 feet away from him, and they all just act like, nobody's there. Kristen and Luke walk in, and you can tell Janet is super uncomfortable because everyone is like together, talking, showing their babies, and she's just like chilling by herself. All the moms are getting their pictures taken with their kids, and again, Janet's off to the side, which totally has to suck, but also she is the one who put herself in that situation.
Yeah. How can you be so bad at, like, just, like, living in the moment and, like, I can ignore problems. No, like, I can put that shit in a box and be like, I'm here, this is what's happening, we're filming.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Janet has no ability to do that. Apparently, her world needs to always be very perfect in every single aspect, and everything needs to be exactly the way it is, or she falls apart.
Yeah.
Like, I could easily, I hate you, but I could work next to you. Like, you did me so wrong, but if we have to do this one thing together, I'll do it. And, like, I can just, I don't know. Like, it just isn't, like, that big of a deal to me. I don't know.
Nia in confession says that she doesn't feel awkward at all around Janet, and she doesn't notice her, and she doesn't even think about her, which...
Yeah, exactly.
Good for
you,
Nia. Yep.
Yeah.
Lala is so freaking ballsy, and I love it. Like, she goes up to this freaking lifeguard holding her daughter and is like, I know you're working, and, like, this is my daughter's party, but is it weird if you take my number? And then she's, like, walking away, and she's like, I'll catch you later at nap time. I was like,
I could never. Never.
No way. I mean, I would sit there and be, like, talking about this guy and being like, oh, my God, he is so fucking hot. But I would never actually be like.
No.
And she even, which, I mean, like, Lala's gorgeous. But she has so much confidence to even think that he would even want her number. She didn't say, like, hey, could I possibly get your number, or would you want to hang? Like, she's just like, I'm going to give you my number. Like, she doesn't even give him like, a choice.
No.
So Michelle goes and sits down with Schwartz and Lala's 2 gay besties. Tom immediately is like, so I asked Michelle out on a date yesterday, and she's like, that is how rumors get started. Like, shut your mouth and stop telling people we're going on a date. And then Schwartz is like, we're going to live, laugh, love together, Michelle. So then Danny and Nia come up and start talking to Schwartz. And I think that he's feeling a little out of the loop when it comes to being, like, married and having kids. He asked where Danny and Nia met. And Danny says that they met in church. Which I did not realize that. But he said
I'm pretty sure he said that at one point.
Okay. I mean, I know that they're very, like, very much like Christians. But he said that he was praying for someone with his, that has the same faith, gorgeous, and a freak in the sheets. And she's like,
good prayers. Could you imagine being like, God, freak in the sheets, please?
Yeah. And then he's like, and then he blessed me with Nia. And I was like, well, you did get it all. I would never have put those two together. And I know we've talked about this before, but I would never have put Nia with Danny.
But then when you put church into the equation, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I was going to church, like, I've seen couples and I'm like, the only reason you two are together is because you have Christianity in common.
Yep.
Like, out in the real world, like, you two would never go together. Yep. But because you have religion, somehow this man gets lucky enough to have you.
Yes.
Like, that's how it always seems to work.
So the next time we're together, I'm going to have to show you 2 different couples, and this is them to a T. Like, when I first met them years ago, I was like, what the fuck? Why are they together? She is gorgeous. Like, absolutely beautiful, and he is, not that he's unattractive, just like Nia and Danny. Nia, tall and beautiful. Danny, short man syndrome. You know what I mean? Like, that is them. And I'm just like, but that's how they met. They met in church. And I'm just like, this makes sense now.
Yeah.
So Brittany's telling Kristen that Zach went a little hard on her, you know, with her relationship with that guy. And Kristen's like, every guy has a little baggage. And Brittany's like, yeah, and no one will ever have as much baggage as Jax Taylor. So, I mean, I guess to her, everything is, you know, any man is going to be better than Jax at that point.
I would call Jax having addiction issues, mental health issues. He didn't come with a kid or a divorce. Like, I wouldn't say he comes with baggage, right? Yeah. When I think of baggage, I think of, like, exes and, like, a big history of, like, that kind of thing. I don't really think of, like, your mental health issues and, like, addiction as, like, baggage. But maybe you would call it. I don't know. I wouldn't call it that.
Open the door to spring with Pura. Refresh every room with transportive fragrances like soft florals and clean, energetic citrus. Get started with a free Pura 4 diffuser when you subscribe to 2 cents monthly for 6 months. Shop now at Pura.com.
I think of them, people literally bringing something into a relationship. Like, people and a history. I don't know.
So Janet walks up to Jasmine and tells her that, you know, she wanted to apologize for speaking on things that didn't involve her. And Jasmine's like, I don't really think that this is the place, you know, for us to have this conversation. But we definitely do need to sit down because, you know, everything that happened, like, this is a bigger conversation than what we can kind of have here at this party. Janet says that, you know, she's going to therapy and that she feels that her and Jasmine's friendship has been unresolved and it's really been bothering her. So she must be bringing Jasmine up at therapy. But she says, you know, like, that she's trying to work on how to communicate with others because she is consistently using hurtful language, which she does. Like, she definitely, like, goes straight for the jugular. Jasmine says that she thought that their friendship was completely over and that she thought that Janet would, you know, be a friend that was going to be in her wedding. And now she can't believe, like, where their friendship is and that she's not going to be in it. And she says this, I think she says that to Janet. Janet brings up, you know, the conversation that they had at the beach last year, which this, like, Janet's delusional. So she said, you know, pretty much asking Jasmine if she thinks that she should give her an apology for all the shitty things that she said to her that day. Jasmine is like, girl, like, I was heated. And Jana immediately cuts her off and is like, I guess I was heated too when I blocked you and everything that I did. And I'm like, did you walk over there to make things better? Like, you need to either apologize and move forward, and
be sincere.
Yes, but she thinks that all of these girls also owe her an apology. And it's just like,
crazy.
You are the one who created this. So you need to be the one to just, like, be done.
Yeah. Her freaking, I hope her counselor or psychologist watches this show so they can
work on it.
Fix. Work on it.
Yeah. She's like, so maybe space is good. And then she says, well, enjoy your tacos, and gets up and leaves. This is Janet. Jasmine in confession says, looks like therapy's really working. I'm like, what the hell? So Brittany, Michelle, and Janet, they're talking, and it shows, oh my God, a pair of Dolce & Gabbana shoes. that Jesse's girlfriend bought for Isabella. And the girls are like, that is crazy for her to waste her money on those shoes like that for a child.
Yeah.
Which, listen, I totally agree. But also, if I had money, I would totally be buying my kids cute, expensive clothes and shoes.
I know.
And Michelle must like it a little bit because she didn't have to wear those shoes on her. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, like,
she could put those shoes away and the kid wouldn't even remember they existed.
Right. And I mean, if they want to be like super, what's the word I'm trying to say? But you know how like when usually like you send your kid off to their dads or whatever, like this stuff stays here, you have your own stuff. So it could have been like, those shoes don't go.
We don't wear those home.
Yeah.
We don't wear those to mom's house. Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, if my ex-husband's new girlfriend who has money wants to buy my kids Dolce and Gabbana shoes, have at it, honey.
Yeah. I didn't even think they were that cute, though.
I did. I thought they were cute. So, Jesse and Zach are meeting at this, like, restaurant bar called...
So, are we done with Lala's party?
No, I think it goes back.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say one thing before we completely wrap up at her party.
It keeps, like, I feel like the main focus was the party, so I feel like it goes back and forth.
So there was a lot of social media chatter because why are people so stupid about reality TV? Reality TV is an edited version of a bunch of different camera shots. And that is it. Mm-hmm. They make a story. No, does the thing that this person said or did in the moment, is that false? No, but it is edited with other things to make a story. So if you noticed, her older daughter did not show up in any of the shots because she's not allowed. It's Ocean was not in it. She's like, Ocean was at the party. Ocean had a fucking fantastic time at the party. She was living her best life. But she's not allowed to be on the TV show because of my ex-husband. Yeah. So he would, in LA, both parents have to sign off. He refused to sign off, so you will not see her face. Do I love one kid more than another? No. People are assholes and stupid. They're like, she wasn't there. She wasn't at the birthday party. Or Lala doesn't want her to be on because Lala thinks she's ugly or is ashamed of her. That's what people say.
What?
Like, people are dickheads. Yeah. They're like, well, now she has her perfect designer baby and she doesn't love Ocean. And she's like, you guys are fucking morons. She's like, Ocean was there the whole time, but she's not allowed to be on it. Guess what? There was other people at the party who didn't want to be filmed. They weren't any less at the party because they didn't show up on tape. She's like, you guys are insane. So I just want to put it out there, like, just because we don't see things happening in these people's lives doesn't mean it's not happening.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
people are so dumb.
People are so stupid.
And you think that Lala's going to have a first birthday party and not have her other daughter there?
Daughter?
Her girls are her world. Like, for everything. Oh my God, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that before we got away from Lala's party.
So Jesse and Zach, they're meeting at this restaurant bar thing called the Aviator. And it's like you're sitting on an airplane. So like when you walk in,
weird.
It's like you're in an airplane and they're like, welcome. Well, I don't even know. Like it's a whole freaking theme thing. I think it's super weird and it's so LA.
I do too.
Like, couldn't you come up with a better idea? I don't know. I also hate planes, so I probably would never even go in that place.
Yeah. I mean, I like a rainforest cafe, so I guess if it's the right theme.
Cafe.
I know.
I'm not saying
we need to drive to one.
I love a themed place. I'm saying
you don't like an airplane-themed place.
Like, I just didn't really understand it. And it was like the seating.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a weird concept. Yeah.
So I guess they were not invited to Sosa's birthday, which, listen, I completely understand why Jesse wasn't invited.
Yeah.
But why wasn't Zach?
Jesse I don't know. Jesse does nothing but annoy Lala and say weird shit to her every time he's around her. So why would he be invited?
He tries to, like, flirt with her, and Lala's like, get the fuck away from me. Like, no. And Lala is the biggest flirt. You know what I mean? Like, she will flirt with anyone, but she knows who she can and who she can't, and Jesse is just like, no.
Yeah. Maybe Lala is just not friends with Zach. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I
couldn't tell you.
It surprises me, though, because she's such she loves her gays. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah, but Zach is such a, like, personality that who knows, they could have gotten a fight at some point about something. I'm not sure.
So, Jesse's telling Zach that, you know, he met Lacey, his girlfriend, when she was 23 and he was 30. And they talked for a long time until he met Michelle. And it's been 10 years, I guess, since they had their, like, when they used to talk or whatever. And then when him and Michelle started talking, they just, like, they stopped or whatever. So they talk briefly about Michelle and Schwartz dating, and Jesse says that he is all for it. But I'm sure if it actually happened, Jesse would not
in reality,
be okay with it.
Yeah.
Fill her home with beauty this Mother's Day. Take 20% off a Pura Smart Home Fragrance Diffuser for a limited time. The perfect gift for every kind of mom or mother figure. Shop now at Pura.com.
So back at Lala's, Luke is telling Schwartz that him and Kristen had sex before the party. And he just had to tell someone because he's so freaking excited, which I think is so funny.
Yeah.
He was just like, so guess what? Like, oh my God, my freaking Kristen and I just had sex. And and freaking, he was like at the sip-in seat, and he's like, no, like before this party. And then Schwartz is like, that's great, man, because I've heard that women, they're usually not like feeling their bodies after giving birth. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk with these braces. Like, I like spit all the time and like slur my words. After giving birth, post-mortem. And I freaking died. And Luke just like could not stop laughing. And he's like, no, I mean postpartum. And they just both were like dying laughing. I'm like, that's something like I would fucking say. So Lala is talking to Nia, and she wants everyone to be in a good place. So Lala's like, she is advocating for the devil to a Christian woman, she says, which is like so freaking funny.
Yeah.
But Nia says in confession that she doesn't like Janet, and I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Janet said some nasty things about her and her husband last season.
Yeah.
Nia does say that she's open to a conversation, which I think is really great on Nia's part. And I do feel like Nia is the most like welcoming person. You know what I mean? That like she can be very upset about something, but I really think that Janet could gain her trust back. Like that there could eventually maybe be a relationship there if Janet would really apologize and change a lot of things. And like, but I feel like eventually. So anyway, Lala goes inside to tell Janet, you know, that Nia's outside and she's willing to build a bridge with her. She tells her, you know, to just hear her out. And Janet's like, I'm happy to hear her out. So anyway, Lala like takes Janet to Nia and then walks away. Janet's like, hi, how are you? You know, like, congratulations on the baby. Nia says, you know, thank you. Baby's good. How are you doing? Janet says good. Janet says, I know today's been awkward. If there's anything you would like to say and get off your chest, I'm happy to listen. And Nia just like nods her head like, no, like I don't have anything to say, but I'm here waiting for you to talk to me. So I think that Janet thought she was going to walk into Nia starting the conversation.
Yes.
And it was vice versa. I think Nia was like, okay, I'm waiting to hear Janet out. It was so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Janet's like, well, congratulations. Talk to you soon, and walks away.
Yeah. Some of it was Lala's fault for the way she presented it to both of them, I think.
Yes. I agree.
And so I think that was kind of part of the problem. But
yeah,
for
I don't know.
Janet to just walk away and not, like, get past the awkwardness and, like, keep taling, like, was like, Janet.
I don't really have any interest in trying to work this out.
Yeah.
And Nia's past that point, she could give two fucks. You know what I mean? Nia's done.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really give a shit. So Janet immediately walks inside, grabs her bestie Jared, and takes him into another room to talk about what happened, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Nia is just like, okay, that's awkward. I need to feed my baby. So, like, is going to take her into a room to feed, and it just happened to be the one that Janet and Jared are talking about Nia in. And she, like, walks in, and she's like, okay, wrong room. This is awkward.
That's what happens in a small house.
Yep. So Janet says
this is why I would not have a party at my house. If people are just walking into random rooms to do shit. But if I have a room that's closed off, the door is closed, it's because I probably put all my shit in that room. Like, I don't expect people to be walking into random rooms in my house. You're in the main part of the house or the backyard, and that's it.
Yes. You have to lock those doors.
I know.
So, Janet says that she owes her an apology for using words to hurt Nia, and that's it. Janet says that she doesn't want to be friends with her. Also, I think that I think they're both on the same page. So if they're not willing to, like, I just feel like let's just move on from that. So this was weird. Zach is going with Danny to get his balls checked for a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Who takes a guy friend?
This doctor was probably so confused.
Yeah. That's what, when he walked in, he was like, oh, you brought a friend? Like, okay. So it shows a clip of them from last season, and I guess Danny went with Zach to get Botox in his nutsack. Which I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No. But why would you want to get Botox in your nutsack? Who cares? Unless you're like a porn star.
It makes them more sensitive or something.
Oh.
Because it like sucks them up. So, like, they're not
saggy.
I don't know.
Like, there's not skin.
Because, like, I guess, like, right before men come, like, their balls, like go
tight.
up.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, I think it keeps them tight all the time.
So then when you go, it probably even gets even tighter.
So you probably come harder or something.
So that makes sense. I thought it was more of like an aesthetic thing, and I'm just like,
he said they were smooth, but I don't know if that's like I don't know, who cares. Maybe gay men care about ball smoothness. I don't know.
So Nia, Zach asks, like, who was the one who was kind of pushing for this, and it was actually Nia. Danny says about having one more, and he says that I guess he wanted to have a brother for Asher, which surprised me because I know she was really pushing to have this last baby, and I felt like he wasn't really on board with it. So, a quick story here. So, I'm kind of over at this point, but, like, I have wanted Skylar in the worst way to get a vasectomy, and, like, he legit, he won't. And we have a friend that got this done, and he had the worst experience. Like, they either cut too deep or they, like, cut the wrong thing that they needed to. And needless to say, like, his balls swelled up like cantaloupes. And he was out of work for, like, a month, and he was having, like, horrible complications. And I feel like now everyone like in that friend group is like, nope, I'm good. I'm never.
Yeah.
Even though that was probably like 1 in 1,000. Who even knows? Even like more than that it wouldn't happen. But I mean, like Skylar didn't want to get it done even before this happened. But now I just feel like this is like icing on the cake. Like, yep, nope, that's never happening.
My husband, his was fine after, but when it was getting done, like they numb you or whatever. Well, the guy came in apparently before his like the numbness fully kicked in and clamped his ball down before he was actually numb, and he like went like screamed because he clamped it.
Oh my god!
And I was like, yeah. That's funny. I mean, I went through 2 births, and had myself cut open and everything else.
And it's
so having one ball clamped before you're fully numb, not even
like
close to the same.
A little cut or whatever the fuck they do. I don't even know, but it's like, okay, now you have to ejaculate 35 times to get all that sperm or active sperm out. Oh, that sounds awful. Like, put a little
terrible,
ice pack on your freaking balls and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not. I refuse. Like, I am not getting my tubes tied. No, thank you.
No, I'm not going in for a surgery. Full on cut open surgery. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No. I mean, we take a chance every day, but...
yeah, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, we are. But I refuse. I have not been on birth control in years. When I was on it, I hated the way it made me feel. Like, I'm not doing it. Never again.
I won't go back to birth control. I realized I'd been on it for so long that when I got off of it, my anxiety disappeared. And I'm like, I just had anxiety from the time I was 16 to 32 because I was on birth control. Yeah. Yay for me.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea why I would have anxiety and panic attacks and lose my fucking mind. And here, it was birth control.
I hate birth control. I hate it.
I won't
ever
go back on it.
So they walk into the doctor's office, and I thought the doctor looked like Jesse with a white wig on and glasses.
What?
Yes.
He was an old guy.
I know, like an older version. I am going to screenshot them next to each other.
I did not get it.
And I'm sending it to you. I died.
Okay.
I saw it. So Danny makes jokes that aren't funny. The doctor checks his balls.
No.
Next scene. That was pretty much it.
I thought the doctor was funny when he was back there and he's like, oh, those are some big ones. And Zach's like, stop encouraging him.
Yeah, so weird.
I was like, what kind of doctor? Like, this would be so inappropriate.
I know. It has to be the whole, like, recording thing to make people
we're on
feel
camera.
at ease or whatever. Like, the cameras and everything. Because that is not typical how you are at the doctor's. So, Jesse and his girlfriend Lacey are at dinner. So I said, I'm going to say it. I like Lacey. She is a no bullshit kind of girl. She says it as it is. Too. Doesn't cower and back down to Jesse. And I think Jesse is, he is totally infatuated with her. And I think will do whatever she says. She was married to a super rich man and now divorced and made out really well in the divorce.
Yeah.
So Jessie makes jokes about moving into her place, and she says that she will never let a man live with her again. He says about buying this or renting a house near her that must be up for rent, and she flat out is like, "Oh, hun, that's out of your price range."
Yes. I think Jesse might like a dominatrix or something.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I was somewhere along here. I say that. So he asks her if she would move to LA, and she's like, no, I would never uproot my daughter. She has her family here. She has an amazing school. Like, that would be so selfish of me. And I'm like, yes, girl. Like, you are a good mother, because he was telling Michelle last season that he was going to move Isabella away from her, like a selfish
to Newport.
Selfish asshole. Yeah. Like, like, I really, really, like, I feel like this girl got so much hate because we didn't know her, and now we're actually, like, hearing her out, and I really like her. But she tells him that he's super clingy. He says that she likes that Lacey is hard on him, and I said, I think that Michelle was just, like, too chill for him, and, like, this spiritual girl, and he likes a woman who wears the pants and, like, puts him in his place.
I think he wants to be taken care of. He liked that she has money.
Yep.
He doesn't want to have to do shit. And he's like, he wants a mommy or something. Like, someone to tell him what to do.
But, like spank him also.
Yes. I think that he would like his balls stepped on with high heels.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
So she does talk about freezing her eggs, and Jessie somehow acts as if
I thought
doing
this is so
together.
funny. Together.
And, but she was just like, this has nothing to do with you. Like, this is for me. But then they're sitting there and, like, they're staring at each other, and he looks at her and he says, I love you very much. And she's like, thank you.
Thank you.
He's like, you and your thank yous, and then he just laughs. But I'm like, oh my God, their relationship is like, I think she clearly likes Jessie, or she wouldn't be with him.
She wouldn't be with him.
He is he's way more invested in this relationship than she is right now.
She's making me like Jessie. Like, not like him, but like, I like the scenes, and, like, I find it funny, and, like,
he's not an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, he just kind of, like, smiles and laughs off whatever she's saying.
Yeah.
So, Schwartz and Michelle meet at the salt room, and sound bath healer place. So after the sound healer finishes, Tom is like, that was amazing. And Michelle says that she feels like she is reborn. I don't know what they got out of that, but I feel like I just would have fell asleep.
I know.
I love that sound. Like, I think it's very relaxing. But they're two very spiritual people, and they definitely got out, I guess, what you're supposed to get out of it. I think I would have took a little nap. Like,
there's these salt rooms in Pennsylvania that aren't too far away that, like, maybe we should go to for research purposes. Maybe we can we can write it off to the podcast, because we got to go. Every single one of our shows has a salt room, and we need to go just check it out so we can talk about it.
I would totally do a salt room. I want to know if you feel
I would do it.
Different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
apparently you're supposed to breathe in the salty air and put your feet in the salt, and, like, you feel different. Yeah. I don't know. Whitney said she takes her kids there every time they're getting sick, and they feel better.
Well, yeah. Remember them throwing the salt everywhere?
Yes.
And doing the thing.
I wouldn't take my kids in it because it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah. I said this really surprised me, but Michelle really opened up to Tom and told him about, her mom, and that she never really talks about her. Which, oh my gosh, I give her, like, she is clearly a person who doesn't, like, put her emotions and her life out there, because last season she was going through so much, but you would have never really known it if you didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like, she never talked about it. I mean, like, we all knew what she was going through, but she really was, like, super strong in that moment. So Tom talks about his dad, and that he's, like, just not healthy, and he's, like, pretty much slowly dying. And she was just saying, you need to go and, like, visit your dad as much as you can, because I wish, like she just misses her mom so much, and she says that she's still not okay, and that she cries often, which I can imagine. That wasn't that long ago.
No.
Schwartz and Michelle talk about taking a little getaway to San Diego, and Michelle, I guess, grew up there, and she gets, like, super excited about how she would go to Tijuana with her, or I guess it was her junior year in high school. I just feel like there's so much more about Michelle that we don't really know, and I want to hear all of her, like, wild Michelle stories. I just feel like she kind of puts herself out there the last 2 seasons as, like, very, like, reserved, put together. But I think there's another side of her that we don't know about.
Well, we know she got together with Jesse by, like, booty calling him back and showing up in, like, a trench coat to his house. So, like, we know that exists. But, she's not putting that out in the show.
Yeah. Tom says that he's sad that he doesn't have a family, but he thinks that he will find it. I just think that his lifestyle that he lives, he's not going to find that kind of girl to settle down with. Like, he just needs to... He needs to look somewhere different than going to a bar. He needs to date
older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny and Nia's, they're putting their kids to bed. And Nia's talking, about the appointment and how it went. And Danny's trying to tell her that, he won't be able to do anything for 10 days. And Nia's like, bullshit. If a woman can have a C-section, can cut through 7 layers of skin and is able to walk around the same day, you will be completely fine. And I'm like, men are such babies. Like, come on, Danny.
They are.
Nia talks about, just like being stressed with the 3 toddlers and then a newborn. And, as much as she loves her home, she feels isolated and so far away from her friends when she needs them the most right now. I said Nia is, like, so calm, having a heart-to-heart, breaking down and telling Danny, like, how stressed she is. And Danny looks at her and is like, babe, let's focus on what's most important. All the lovemaking that we're putting on the calendar that we're going to start doing.
Yeah.
Nia, like, I was waiting for her to, like, laugh or something, and she doesn't. Like, she puts her head down and is just like, yeah... Listen, I think Danny is trying to, like, make her laugh or just make her feel better. But he's not understanding. Like, she is literally breaking down. 4 kids. Yeah. I can't even imagine. My heart goes out to you,
He knows how she gets postpartum.
Right.
Like, this isn't their first rodeo. He knows she struggles postpartum.
Yeah. And I just feel like he's dismissing everything. And I'm like, she is the... sweetest, calmest person. I am just afraid that one day she's going to lose her shit and it's going to be bad. Like, how much can you constantly, continuously take and just be so chill?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in my mind, I feel like I'm chill for a little bit and then I just, boom, I explode.
Yeah.
The end. That was it. But... God love her.
It was a good one, though.
It was good.
I haven't watched episode 3 yet.
I haven't either. So. No. So.
But, yeah. So next week, I will do episode 3 and you do Summer House, I think.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Is that what Thursday is? Yeah. Or do you want me to do Summer House?
Yeah, that's what we're
Because I know
about.
the characters.
I don't know Summer House at all, so I'd rather do the Valley, but whatever.
I think I just was thinking that way because I've always done Tuesdays, you've always done Thursdays, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
I know all the characters and everything. So, yeah, we'll do that. So, yeah, thanks for listening. Please follow us on all the social media. We're at Shaded Reality Pod. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Those are 2 different things. The page gives you, like, our schedules and links to our shows, whereas the group would be where if you want to join that, you can leave comments and start discussions and that sort of thing. We have an Instagram and a TikTok. Those pretty much mimic each other. If I post anything on TikTok, it pretty much always gets posted on Instagram. But the only thing that is on Instagram that is not on TikTok is our schedules. So if you are curious about what we're going to be recording next or when it drops, Instagram is the place to go for that because TikTok just isn't a place to put something like that.
Yeah.
We have a Gmail, which is shadedrealitypod@gmail.com if you want to send us any comments or let us know shows you would like us to recap in the future, or you just want to tell us how amazing we are. We will take all of those things in our Gmail. Please rate and review us. Spotify, Apple, those things. It's really important if we can get reviews, and written reviews are even better. 5 stars are exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered all the things. So yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. Have an amazing Thursday, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Refresh the rooms you love for spring with Pura. Our collection of floral, citrus, and fresh scents brings a light, airy feel to every space, like opening the windows on a first warm day of the season. From soft blooms to bright citrus, each scent is designed to capture the energy of spring and make your home feel renewed, effortless, and alive. Learn more at Pura.com.